Hi, Jess King here, coming at you with a two-part series. This is part one of heart openers for the season of love, Valentine's Day coming up. And this sequence is inspired, like last week's sequence, by the beautiful eagles because it's their mating season. And they are the most beautiful, majestic, and powerful birds, and I think we can learn so much from them. So this sequence has to do mainly with heart opening, and the eagles, when they mate, they join talons, and then they kind of are in the sky joined together, and it looks a little chaotic when they're up there. And I think this can so relate to our yoga practice because yoga is about getting to the nitty-gritty of who you are. So when you practice heart openings and hip openings, it can sometimes stir up things in your body, make you realize things about yourself that you didn't quite know. So it's about sticking with the sensations, coming to your mat again and again, and just getting to the nitty-gritty. So if you feel some emotions when we're working through our heart openers, know that that is normal. And just, be in your zone, and afterwards we'll soar and fly. As always, I recommend a couple yoga blocks, or you can use hardback books or cans. But place them at the top of your mat, and then go ahead and I'm going to start my timer here. Go ahead and start in a child's pose today. Big toes touch, knees wide. Stretch the fingertips towards the front of your mat, and just start to lengthen the breath. So if child's pose is not comfortable for you, you can put a block underneath your butt, between your heels and your butt. You can also put a block underneath your head. You can also use a towel underneath your butt or a blanket. But just start to tap into the breath. Maybe rock your third eye center back and forth on your mat. Your seat of your intuition. Walk your fingertips over to the right side of your mat. Soften into your left hip crease. Take a nice breath into the left lung. Come on back to center, nice and slow. Take a nice full breath in the center. And then walk the fingertips over to the left side of your mat. Soften into the right hip crease. Notice the right lung. Make your way back to center. On your inhale, pull yourself up to a tabletop position. Stack the shoulders over the wrists, the hips over the knees, and just take some gentle movements that feel good. Maybe some tail wags, maybe some barrel rolls. Maybe you want to shift the hips forward and back. And if you're doing something on one side, do it on the other side so you're nice and even. And then come on back to your neutral tabletop position. Good. Extend your right arm straight out in front of you. And then bring the left leg out behind you, but leave your toes on the earth. Bring your right hand behind your neck. Your elbows out to the side. Soften into that left elbow. Take a big breath. On your exhale, draw your right elbow towards your left wrist or left forearm. And then on your inhale, open up your right elbow all the way up to the sky. Good. Do it again. Draw your right elbow towards your left wrist or forearm. Inhale, open up high to the sky. One more time. Draw the right wrist elbow to the left wrist, and then open up that thoracic spine. Good. Come on back to your neutral tabletop position. Take a couple cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, chin to chest round. Do it again. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, chin to chest round. Nice. Come on back to neutral. Let's do that on the opposite side. So left arm comes out in front of you. Right leg goes out behind you. Leave your toes on the mat. Bring your left hand behind your head. Take a big breath. Exhale, elbow to wrist, twist. Inhale, open up the heart and the thoracic spine. Exhale, twist. Good. Open it up. One more time. Exhale, twist. Open it up. Nice. Come on back to your neutral tabletop position. Couple more nice cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly. Lift the gaze. Exhale, chin to chest. Round the upper back. Press into the finger pads and knuckles. Good. Do it again. Nice. We'll take puppy dog pose. So walk the fingertips forward and then drop your armpits towards your mat. Hips stay over the knees. So you're just opening up underneath your armpits. Maybe your chin comes to the mat. That might be too much for your neck. Good. Slowly come out of your puppy dog pose. Flip the toes, send the hips up nice and high. Downward facing dog. Good. Pedal out the feet. Bend one leg and then the other. Let the hips move side to side. Nod the head yes and no. Check in with your fingers. Make sure they're spread nice and wide. Press firmly into the finger pads and the knuckles, almost like you're that eagle with the talons. This will help you not dump into the wrists. Good. Let your head be heavy. Press the chest a little bit closer to the thighs. Take a big inhale, fill up. Open mouth exhale, press down more into the hands and the feet. Good. Big inhale, fill up. At the bottom of your exhale, look at your hands. Start to take 10 tiny steps to the front of your mat. Maybe come up onto your finger pads to make space. When you get there, find your ragdoll. Put your hands in your elbow creases. Let your head hang nice and heavy. Put the opposite forearm on top. Let the head be a little bit heavier. Good. Release the fingertips down to a dangle. Slowly roll the body up to standing. Chin comes up last. Take some shoulder rolls when you get to the top. And take your shoulder rolls in the opposite direction. Good. Inhale the arms up and overhead. Take a big breath. Exhale, seal the hands into the heart center. Big inhale. Exhale, root down into the hands and the feet. Release the hands down by the sides. Inhale the arms up and overhead. Take a big breath, fill up. Exhale, cactus the arms, lift the heart. Keep the belly tight, shoulder blades down. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, interlace the hands behind the back. Inhale, puff the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades, look up. Exhale, bow with bound arms, soft knees, lead with the heart. Let the head be heavy, and then find a halfway lift to safely release the grip on the hands. Plant the hands, step it back to your high plank. Make your way to downward facing dog, send the hips up nice and high. Big breath, fill up. Exhale, release something that's no longer serving you. Big breath, fill up. At the bottom of your exhale, let's start to go a little bit faster. Look at the hands. Jump or step to the front of the mat. Inhale, rise with a flat back, reach up. Exhale, cactus the arms, lift the heart. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, interlace the hands behind the back. Inhale, puff the chest, look up, squeeze. Exhale, bow forward, lead with the heart. Halfway lift to release the grip on the hands. Plant the hands, maybe step back with the opposite foot. Make your way to downward dog. Send the hips up nice and high. Good. Press down firmly. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Big breath, fill up. Let's do it again whenever you're ready. At the bottom of your exhale, look at your hands. Maybe you can step with the other foot. Make your way to the front of the mat. Inhale, rise, reach up with a flat back. Exhale, cactus the arms, lift the heart. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, interlace the hands behind the back. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades, puff the chest, look up. Exhale, bow. Let the head hang heavy. Halfway lift to release the grip safely. Plant the hands, step it back, high plank. Your way to down dog. Send the hips up high. Big breath. Notice the vibrations and the heat. Big breath. Lovely. Big inhale. At the bottom of your exhale, look at your hands. Come to the front of your mat once again. Good. Inhale, rise with a flat back, reach up. Exhale, seal the hands into the heart. Just pause for a moment, noticing your breath, the beating of your heart, the energy that you have moved already. Good. Release the hands down by the sides. Inhale the arms up and overhead. Take a big breath. Exhale, swan dive right back down. Pull the belly in. Halfway lift, nice strong flat back. On your exhale, plant your hands, step your left foot back to a low lunge, and then drop down to the back knee. This is where I like to grab for some blocks. Just move the body forward and back. Make sure that the front foot is far enough forward that your knee isn't going to jut way past your ankle. Nice. And then when you're ready, stack the shoulders over the hips. Have your leg and your foot at a 90-degree angle. Inhale the arms up and overhead. Take a big breath. On your exhale, we're going to take a side bend to the right. So bring your right elbow into your right hip crease, and then just reach that left hand up and over. Nice side bend. Opening up the left lung. You can also have your right hand down on a block or all the way to the floor. Good. Inhale, reach the arms both up high. Exhale, bring the hands down to frame the front foot. Lift your back knee up off the mat. Scissor the inner thighs. Plant the left hand, peel your right hand high up to the sky. Really open up that wing. Take a big breath. Exhale, bring the hand back down to the ground. Good. Now set up your high crescent lunge. Make sure you're on 2 separate tracks. Your back heel is high up over your toes. And then press down to rise up. High crescent lunge. Hands up overhead. Press the hips forward. Drive the back heel back. Good. Focus your eyes. Pull the bottom ribs together. Take a big inhale. On your exhale, cactus the arms and hover the back knee an inch from the mat. Good. Inhale, reach up high, straighten the legs, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, cactus the arms, hover the back knee. Good. One more time. Inhale, straighten, reach, squeeze. Exhale, hover, get low. Good. Inhale, straighten, reach, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, open it up to warrior 2. Spiral the back foot down. Likely toe heel your front foot closer to the center of the mat. And then sink deep into your warrior 2. Focus your eyes. Drop the shoulders down the back. The back leg is super strong here. Maybe you can get a little bit lower. Take a big inhale. On your exhale, we're going to find extended side angles. So stay low in that front lunge. Reach the fingertips forward. When you can't go forward anymore, bring the hands to 6 and 12. So my front forearm is resting on my thigh. I'm not dumping my weight into it though. I'm lifting up and out as I spiral my heart to where the ceiling meets the wall. Keep pressing into the pinky side of the back foot. Belly in tight. Nice steady breath. We're going to move all the way up to a star from here. So pull up on the pelvic floor, send the belly to the spine, open it up to a nice big beautiful star. Pivot the front toes. Big inhale into your heart. Exhale, heels in, toes out, sit low into a horse. Nice. Bring the arms out to a T, palms face up. We're going to do a little arm flow. On your exhale, bring your fingertips to your shoulders. Inhale, bring the elbows to touch. Exhale, bring your pinkies together, your palms up like you're serving the world all your love. Now pull it back into your heart. The back of your palms come together. And then inhale the arms up and overhead, come back to your star. Take a big breath into your heart. Exhale, get low into the horse. Let's do it again. Inhale the arms out to a T, palms face up. Exhale, bring the hands to the top of the shoulders. Inhale, elbows touch. Exhale, serve the world all your beautiful love. Pull all the love back into your heart. Bring the arms up and overhead, straighten the legs, let it go. Beautiful, take a big breath. On your exhale, parallel the feet, fold forward. Prasarita, wide-legged forward fold. Let the head be heavy. Just get a rhythm on the breath for a moment. Roll the weight slightly forward. Send the exhales to the back of your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice, strong, flat back. Plant your left hand right in front of your face, maybe on the floor, maybe on a block. Peel the right hand high up to the sky. Take a big breath. Exhale, bring the right hand back down. Plant the right hand, peel the left hand high. Bring the left hand back down. Take a quarter turn, low lunge to the front of your space. Pop your back heel high up over your toes. Good. Now look forward. Take a big breath. On your exhale, low flying airplane. Maybe you want to take your blocks with you. Walk your blocks or your fingertips forward. Lift your left leg up off the mat. Take a big breath. Exhale, standing splits. Bow the forehead towards the shin and let the crown of the head come towards the floor. Options here. You can take one hand or both to your ankle and maybe balance. You can do some Jiva squats if you need more fire, chambering the lifted leg behind the standing leg and squeezing it in. Or you can just stay, working on activating the left foot and maybe reaching the leg a little bit higher. Take a big inhale. Exhale, set the feet together, forward fold. Inhale, rise with a flat back, reach up. Exhale, seal the hands into the heart. Just feel the sensations. Feel the earth underneath your feet. Good. Now ground down into your left foot. Bring your right heel up into your glute. Nice. Now maybe this is where you stay if you're wobbly. If not, reach back with your left hand and capture your foot. Now if you really have to crunch your back to get your foot, then skip it. Now maybe reach back with your right hand and also capture your foot. And then just squeeze the shoulder blades close together and press your hips forward as you drive your knee down. So opening up the psoas, finding lift underneath the heart. Pull the belly in tight. Focus your eyes, your drishti. Good, and then nice and slow without slingshotting, let go of your foot. Find a half staff pose. Bring your leg parallel to the floor, flex your foot, and then set your feet together. Inhale the arms up and overhead, take a big breath. Exhale, bow forward, lead with the heart, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, nice strong flat back. Exhale, this time step your right foot back to your low lunge. Drop down to the back knee. Then just take a moment on this side, making sure that foot is far enough forward. Move the body forward and back. Nice. And then when you're ready, set up those 90-degree angles. Track the shoulders over the hips. Inhale the arms up and overhead. Take a big breath. On your exhale, take a side bend to the left this time. Maybe put your left elbow in your left hip crease and reach up and over to the right. To the left. Maybe put your left hand on a block. Just get a nice stretch in the right side of the body. Good. Inhale, reach both the arms back up high. Exhale, bring your hands down to frame your front foot. Lift your back knee up off the mat. Scissor the inner thighs, so you're lifting up and out rather than dumping. Scissor the inner thighs. Plant the right hand, peel the left hand high up to the sky. Take a big breath, open up your wing. Exhale, bring the hand back down. Good. Set up warrior high crescent lunge feet. So make sure you're on 2 separate tracks. Back heel is high up over the toes. Press down to rise up. High crescent lunge. I always say, if it doesn't feel right, once you get up, tear it down and build it back up again. Press the hips forward. Drive the back heel back. Good. Take a big breath. On your exhale, cactus the arms and hover your back knee an inch from the mat. Get low. Inhale, straighten the legs, squeeze the glutes, reach high. Exhale, cactus the arms, hover the back knee. One more time. Inhale, reach, squeeze, straighten. Exhale, get low. Lovely. Inhale, reach up high, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, spiral the back foot down to the ground. Find warrior 2. Likely toe heel that front foot a little bit farther to the right so your front heel is in line with your back arch. And then sink deep into your nice strong warrior 2. The hips and the shoulders are squared to the long side of the mat. Reach in opposite directions. Pull the belly in nice and tight. Maybe get a little bit lower. Take a big inhale. On your exhale, extended side angle. Reach till you can't go forward anymore. And then bring the hands to 6 and 12. Back leg is super strong. Spiral your heart to where the ceiling meets the wall. Stay long and strong in those side bodies. Try not to grip those front toes. You're almost there. With a super strong core, rise up to your star. Spread the fingers wide, pivot the front toes. Take a big breath into your heart. Exhale, heels in, toes out. Sit low into your horse. Pull up on the pelvic floor. Track the knees towards the pinky toes. We're going to do our little arm flow again. Bring the arms out to a T, palms face up. Exhale, bring the fingers to the shoulders. Inhale, bring the elbows to touch. Exhale, serve the world all your love. Pull the love back into your heart. Back of your palms come together. Inhale the arms up high, straighten the legs. Exhale, get back low into your horse. You can do this. Inhale the arms out to a T, palms face up. Exhale, fingers to shoulders. Inhale, elbows touch. Exhale, serve your love. Gather it back into your heart. Inhale the arms out wide, straighten the legs. Beautiful. Parallel the feet. Fold forward. Let it go. Let the head be heavy. Get a rhythm on the breath. Roll the weight slightly forward. Send your sit bones higher to the sky. Good. Find your halfway lift. Nice, strong, flat back. This time, take your left hand to your right wrist, shin, or thigh, and then spiral your heart to the back of your mat. Good. Release back to center. Bring your right hand to your left foot, and then spiral your heart to the front of your mat. Good. Release back to center. Let the head be a little bit heavier. Find your halfway lift once again. Exhale, low lunge to the front of your space. Good. Pop your back heel up over your toes. Look forward. And then maybe take your blocks with you. Low flying airplane. Walk the blocks or your fingertips forward. Lift the right leg up off the mat. Take a big breath. Exhale, standing splits. Bow the forehead towards the shin. Activate that lifted foot. Point it, flex it, or put it in a high heel. And then mirror what you did on the other side. So maybe one hand or both to your ankle. Maybe some Jiva squats. Maybe you're just still working on lifting your leg or straightening it a little bit more. Good. Exhale, set the feet together. Forward fold. Nice job. Inhale, rise. Reach up with a flat back. Exhale, seal the hands into the heart. Just check in with the breath. Feel the heat. Notice your heart. Good. And then ground down into that right foot. Bring the left heel into the glute. Reach back with the right hand this time and capture your foot. Nice. Maybe this is where you stay. Maybe you reach back with the left hand and capture your foot. Now squeeze the shoulder blades together and press the hips forward. Lift underneath the heart. Focus your eyes. And drive the left knee towards the floor, really finding length and space in the left psoas. Try to release without slingshotting. Come to your half staff pose. Flex the toes towards the face. Bring the thigh parallel to the floor. Take a big breath. Exhale, set the feet together. Bring the hands to your heart. Samastitihi. Just pause. Release the hands down by the sides. Inhale the arms up and overhead. Take a big breath, fill up. Exhale, bow forward. Uttanasana, lead with the heart, soft knees. Halfway lift, nice strong flat back, shoulder blades touch. Exhale, plant your hands, step it back to your high plank. And then make your way all the way to your belly, so drop to the knees if you need to. Maybe you can stay in high plank, shift the weight forward. Elbows stay close to the body, lower all the way to the floor, nice and slow. Good. When you get down to the bottom, flip the tops of the feet into the mat and then spread your toes so you can really feel the tops of your toenails pressing down. Shoulders, hands are underneath your shoulders. Exhale out all the breath. On your inhale, Bhujangasana, baby cobra. Lift the heart, little to no weight in the hands. Press into the feet firmly. Exhale, forehead down. 2 more times. Inhale, press into the feet, lift the heart. Exhale, forehead down. 1 more time. Inhale, press into the feet, lift the heart. Exhale, forehead down. Good. Press into your hands. Make your way through a tabletop or back to high plank. Downward facing dog. Send the hips up nice and high. Press into the hands and the feet. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Good. Stay strong and focused as we finish out our sequence. You can do this. Bring your big toes to touch. Inhale your right leg high up to the sky. Take a big breath. Come high up onto your left tippy toes. On your exhale, draw the knee towards the nose, shoulders over the wrists, squeeze it in tight. Inhale the leg back up high. On your exhale, find your low lunge. So maybe you use that same action to round the back and plant the foot between the hands. Maybe you drop down to the knees. Grab for blocks so you have space. Manually put the right foot forward. Good. If you stepped through, drop down to the back knee. Make sure the front foot is far enough forward. And then hook the thumbs and spread your other fingers nice and wide. Inhale the arms up and overhead. On your exhale, let the hips float forward and down as you lift underneath the heart. Beautiful. Anjali Asana. Anjali Asana. Imagine you could rip your thumbs apart, but you're not actually going to rip them apart. It's just broadening your chest. Lovely. Take a big inhale. Exhale, release. Bring the hands down to frame the front foot. Good. Lift the back knee up off the mat. Nice. Now drop the shoulders down the back and look forward. Take a big inhale. On your exhale, low flying airplane once again. Lift that left leg up off the mat. Good. Take a big breath. Exhale, bring your left heel into your glute. Good. Now reach back with your right hand and capture your left foot. So I'll preface this, if this doesn't work for you, you can set your feet together and come up to standing. But if you'd like to try, moving into reverse dancer from here, pull up on your pelvic floor, pull the belly in tight, reach your left hand up all the way to the sky, lift underneath the heart, kick your foot into your hand, breathe, dance, just like those eagles. Sometimes it's messy, but then we get to soar. Can you release without slingshotting? Come to your half staff pose. Focus the eyes. Set the feet together. Nice job. Maybe sashay the hips a little bit. Take a couple open mouth exhales to let go. Before we try that on the opposite side. Nice. Inhale the arms up and overhead. Big breath. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, nice strong flat back. Plant those hands, step it back, high plank. Downward dog, send the hips up high. Nice, big inhale. Press down more. Good. Bring your big toes to touch. This time, inhale your left leg high up to the sky. Come high up onto those right tippy toes so you have space. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over the wrists, squeeze. Inhale the leg up high. On your exhale, use that same action. Tuck the pelvis and follow through. Plant the foot between the hands. Drop down to the back knee. Or drop down to your knees, manually put your left foot forward. Good. Now hook your thumbs, but put the opposite thumb in front. Spread the fingers wide. Inhale the arms up and overhead. Exhale, let the hips float forward and down. Lift underneath your heart. Beautiful. Keep the belly tight to protect the spine. Beautiful open heart. Let the sensations rise and fall. One more big breath. Exhale, release the hands down to frame the front foot. Lift the back knee up off the mat. Good. Look forward. Maybe grab for blocks. Low flying airplane. Lift that right leg up off the mat. Activate your foot. Bring your right heel into your glute. Reach back with your left hand and capture your foot. Good. Now, in order to get to standing, you really have to pull up on the pelvic floor and pull the belly to the spine. Press firmly into the left foot. Reach the right arm high up to the sky. Good. Kick the foot into the hand. Lift underneath the heart. Breathe, reach. Focus your eyes. Beautiful. Slowly release, come to your half staff pose, flex your foot. And then set your feet together. Nice job. Sashay the hips a little bit. Let it go. Nice. Come back to the top of your mat. Ground down into your feet. Inhale your arms up and overhead. Big breath. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Nice, strong, flat back. Plant your hands. Step it back, high plank. Downward facing dog. Last one. Press down firmly. Beautiful. Cascade yourself into a high plank. Lower all the way to the belly once again. Maybe drop down to the knees. Lower slowly. Elbows graze the sides of the body. Good. Once you get there, we're going to set up for bow pose. So bend your right heel into your glute. Reach back and capture your foot. Good. Bend your left heel into your glute. Reach back, capture your foot. Now, if you can't get both feet, you can do this one foot at a time. And I'll cue you halfway through so you know when to switch. Pull the knees closer together. Exhale out all the breath. Inhale, lift. Try to create a teardrop in your body. Keep breathing. Squeeze the shoulder blades, use the back muscles. If you're using one leg, switch now. Lift a little bit higher. Good. You're almost there. For 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Release your feet. Bring your hands, your palms, stack them. Put your forehead on top of your palms. And then windshield wiper your feet for a minute. And then just release to some stillness. Put the opposite hand on top. Good. Bring the hands underneath your shoulders. Press yourself up to a tabletop position. And then go ahead and shift the booty one side or the other and come to sitting on the butt. Bring the legs straight out in front of you. Give your legs a little pat pat. Nice. We'll take Janu Sirsasana. So bring your right leg out to an angle. Bring the left sole of your foot to your inner thigh. Square your shoulders towards your straight leg. And then hinge at the hips any amount. I like to use my fingertips on the sides of my legs to draw my body forward, bringing the elbows closer to the leg, and then bringing the elbows closer to the floor. Nice. Walk the fingertips back towards your body. We'll take stargazer pose. Bring the left hand up and around and use it as a kickstand behind your back. And then swoop that right hand around your face. Point your right toes towards the earth as you lift underneath your hips and your heart and reach back. Beautiful. Just a nice opening in the right side of the body. Breathe. And then slowly melt your hips back down to the floor. Nice job. Let's switch, setting it up on the other side. Left leg comes out to an angle. Right sole of the foot plants to the inner left thigh. Square the shoulders towards your straight leg. And then any amount hinge at the hips. Maybe you want to reach for your toes. Maybe you just want to use your fingers to traction the heart towards the thigh. Keep flexing your left foot. Get a nice stretch in the back of the leg. One more purposeful breath. Send it to where the sensations are. And then walk the fingertips back towards the body. Right hand is going to become the kickstand this time. Point the left toes towards the floor. Inhale the arms up and around. Lift underneath your heart. Lift the hips higher. Breathe into that left side of the body. Reach. One more breath. And then melt the hips back down to the floor. Nice job. Bring the feet straight out in front of you. If you have a block, take it with you and lower yourself all the way down to your back. Pull the belly in tight. Good. When you get down to the bottom, bring the legs into the chest. Take a little rock side to side. And then let the feet come down. Land them as wide as your mat. Bring your arms out to a T, palms face down. Take a big breath. Exhale, let your legs float to the right, your gaze float to the left. This is the point in your practice where you get to begin to surrender. Letting go of the hard work. Trusting in the benefits of the amazing practice of yoga. Use the core to slowly make your way back to center. Then let the legs float to the left, your gaze float to the right. Come on back to center, nice and slow. Hug the legs into the chest once again. Take a little rock side to side. And if you have a block, use it. We're going to take legs up the wall. If you don't, you can use your hands, putting your pointer finger and your thumb together and making a little triangle. Lift your hips, Put your hips either on that little triangle that you made in your hands or on your block, the lowest setting. And you might need to fidget with where the block works best to create a little shelf when you put your legs up the wall so that you can use your block to prop yourself up so it's not so hard to keep your legs up. Just let the blood flow from your feet down through your legs to be replenished by your heart. Take 3 more rounds of breath. And then let the feet float slowly down to the ground. Lift your hips up off your prop and let your hips be nice and heavy on the mat. Let your feet go long. We're going to take a supported fish pose to finish our practice. So this also requires a block, or you can grab a pillow, anything to lift underneath your heart. But press into your elbows and lift your torso up off the mat. Put your block underneath your back the long way and right below your shoulder blades. And then just let your body lay back down on the block. Let the shoulder blades float over the top. You can use another block underneath your head if this doesn't feel good for your neck or pillow. Then just try to let gravity take your shoulder blades towards the floor and lift and open your heart. I'm going to leave you here for a bit of time. If at any point you need to come off your block because it's just not okay for you, then please do so. Don't ever stay somewhere that you can't in life and on your mat. But if you can, stay where you are in this supported fish pose and just really let the heart be open and let the breath be steady. You are welcome to stay for your whole Shavasana in fish pose, or I will call you out in just a few more breaths to get heavy on your mat and find your final Shavasana. Try to stay for a few more breaths. Take 3 more beautiful, purposeful breaths. Loving yourself, being proud of yourself, saying kind words to yourself. And then nice and slow, press into the elbows and the forearms to lift yourself up off your prop and remove your prop off to the side. And just let your body be nice and heavy on the mat for a moment. Feel that beautiful release of your heart being held up and nurtured by our beautiful earth. Then give yourself a nice, tight, loving squeeze. Draw the forehead towards the knees and squeeze yourself and love yourself bunches. And then just go ahead and flop out to your final Shavasana. Find some space between your hands and your body. Let your toes flop out to the sides. Relax the skin on your forehead, your jaw. Just be still, and I'll call you out in just a couple minutes. Slowly begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Roll out the wrists. Maybe bring your right ear down to the floor and then your left ear down to the floor, gently moving the neck. Reach the fingertips towards the back of your space. Point your toes, arch your back. Give yourself a nice, beautiful, full body stretch. And then roll yourself to the right or to the left. Just pause in the fetal position for a moment. Hug the legs in tight to the body. Use your bicep as a little pillow for your head. Just give yourself props for taking the time to open up your heart today. Use your top hand to slowly, carefully press yourself up into a seat. Try to keep the nervous system as relaxed as possible as you make your way into your nice, proud, seated position. Let the crown of the head be high up to the sky. Get rooted in your sit bones. Find space between your bottom rib and your top hip. Bring your hands to your heart or leave them on your thighs. Exhale out all the breath. Take a big inhale, fill up. Hold at the top. Open mouth, exhale, let go. Lovely. Thank you all so much for taking the time to get to the nitty-gritty, to get messy with me, to open up your heart, to love yourself more and more. The light and the dark in me honors the light and the dark within all of you. Namaste. See you next time.